You might think, I bet she's upset about something legit. No, I'm crying because my Starbucks this morning was almost $10 and I just can't afford it anymore. And that sucks.
Welcome to Starbucks. Ready to get your day started? Let's get you something to sip on. Every day they line up, one by one, for a sweet, sugary, caffeinated drink to start their day. We have all the flavors and sweeteners you can imagine. Have as much as you would like. Let's spike your sugar so you crash super hard. Don't forget to grab some food. We have some sweet cake pops or tasty croissants. So much sugar, you need it. Too lazy to come inside? Don't worry. We have a full-service drive-thru that can get you anything you desire. Are you getting the itch? The craving? Come back to me. I'm waiting.
To anyone struggling right now, I'm not here to tell you it's going to be okay. I'm really not. I'm just here to let you know that you are not alone.
Do you have this, that you get your weekly shop and you look at your bill and you're like, is somebody having a laugh? Is somebody having an actual fucking laugh? Well, apparently it's going to get so much worse.
People are fucking scared. They are terrified. And you know what? I do not blame them. Rightly so. Because I feel like this is all becoming normal.
Don't you realise it's not normal that people working 40 hours a week on minimum wage still have to queue at a food bank?
These 2 items is $7? Are you shitting me?
What are we doing?
Being bullied into poverty by these corporations and billionaires. And we have somebody in office gaslighting us in our face, telling us, oh, no, you're not. I don't understand how the families that are living off $15 an hour, like, how are you doing it? How do you pay your rent? What do you do when your car breaks down? I don't know, dude. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I'm blessed compared to a lot of people, and it's still fucking hard.
How they're expecting people to be able to afford to live is beyond me right now. So just to give you a little idea, by the way, I know I am not by any means the worst off right now. I am a single parent. And when I say single parent, I mean living on my own with 2 children. I am lucky that I have the other parent who helps provide things for me, which is why I'm saying I know there are people that are in worse off situations. I am trying to keep a home. I am working full time. I'm sorry, I'm getting really emotional about this today. Whew. I am working 40 hours a week to provide for my kids. I get bare minimum help from the government. I am making what I would class as a really fucking good wage. And about 95% of that is getting paid on bills. I have so many fucking bills to pay. And honestly, we're just surviving and like barely fucking surviving. I have rent, I have council tax, I have car payments, I have the cost of the kids. Like, how are people supposed to survive like this? Because every single fucking morning, every day, I'm waking up going, right, what have I got to pay next? What have I got to pay next? And constantly looking back and forth at my bank, checking how much money I've got left. And usually, about 2 weeks before the month's ending, I'm fucked.
I just spent $91 at the grocery store. And this is what I got. $91.
I just went grocery shopping in South Africa and I got 2 freezer bags and 1 Black Willie's bag with eggs and bananas and potatoes like on the side. It cost me 3,593 Rand 97, which is so insane. This grocery buy now probably won't even last us like a week. And I realized when I was looking at this receipt that bananas I used to buy for like, I think they were 36 Rand something, the organic ones, are now 59 Rand 99. 60 Rand for bananas. I think we're going to have to start planting banana trees or something, because like, that is so insane. And this won't even last us a week. So I don't know what's going on. I think the prices are going to even increase even more now with the whole fuel situation that's going on. But like, how are people affording this? My family lives in Australia, and every time my mom comes to visit, she already says like, the South African grocery price is so insane. It's like the same as what it is in Australia. I think now I've heard from people Australia's also gone up a lot. But like, what is happening, and how are people like affording this?
Bro, how are people making it? If you making $30 an hour, it's weird to ask that, but how are you making it?
I just feel like y'all not mad enough about how much rent is.
Literally like about to get a second job. Like, I literally work in corporate America. I am a senior project manager, and I make an income that most people would say is a very high income, but I live in San Diego, California. So unfortunately, a high income in San Diego, California is actually not a high income at all. And if you would have told me in my teenage years that making this type of money wouldn't be enough, I would have been like, you're crazy. My parents take me to Hawaii every year, and we go to Pismo and Solvang and all of these family vacations, and we eat out every Friday, and my mom barely works and my dad makes X amount of dollars. And if you would have told me that if I made that money at 30 and wouldn't be able to do half the shit, even have a child, I'd be like, you're so crazy. But here we are. Here we are, and I don't even own, I rent. And yeah, I think owning would actually be worse and more expensive. I have friends who own, and they're not having a good time, so I've held off on that as long as I can, because it just seems like a headache. But yeah, the American dream
in this fucking world. Because like, tell me why I just went to fucking Kroger's and got groceries. I just got paid today, my last fucking paycheck, and I spent $73 fucking on popcorn, crackers, Cheez-Its, milk, ranch dressing, tomatoes, just basic shit, man. Like, a box of fucking Cheez-Its and a box of fucking crackers was $5 a fucking piece. The ranch dressing was fucking $5. The tomatoes were $4. Like, the milk is $7 a gallon, and my kid drinks 3 gallons a week. That's $20 fucking dollars. Like, how the fuck did I barely get any goddamn food, and it's $73 fucking dollars? Like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
I'm having a day. Or I'm having a life. I don't know, man. I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm sitting outside work, crying my eyes out in my vehicle, because I can't function anymore. Financially, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't function. I can't pay my bills. I can't even literally keep gas in my car to get to work 3 days a week because I can't afford it. Like, I get paid and it goes to car, mortgage, a couple little bills, and then maybe $80 in food for the week. And I literally only buy groceries when my daughter's home now. On the weeks that she goes with her dad, which is Monday to Monday, what I've started doing is I buy a loaf of rye bread, and I work really hard to keep that one loaf of rye bread lasting me the whole week, and I eat peanut butter. So I'll eat peanut butter toast whenever I'm hungry. And it's been fine. It's been working just fine. I'm good with that. That's fine. But last week, I guess I was a little extra hungry a couple days, so I had toast in the morning and toast in the evening, which that's not in my budget. So I ran out of bread on like the Thursday or even the Friday, I don't know. Either way, at 47, I had to see if my mother could buy me a loaf of bread so that I could eat for the weekend before my daughter got home. Because if there's any food in the house, I'm not fucking eating one bit of it. I'm saving everything I can for her. Because then she gets home and she's not surviving off fucking toast. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't understand why things are so hard right now.
No, we're broke. Because why is everything so fucking expensive? Like, I moved to a different city. My auto insurance went up like $20. I don't know why. I called them and I was like, why did this go up? And she was trying to figure it out. And I was like, I also need to update my address because I just moved. And she goes, okay, with your address updated, you live in a higher risk area now. Surprise. So she said it's going up $120 a month. I was going to figure out why it went up $20 and then she made it go up more. And I said, please don't do that. I can't afford it. And she said, I can't change it. And we're not depressed. We're broke. Crashing out right now because we are in such a financial hole. Like, it's crazy how hard we work and the things that we do. And we're in such a hole. And then I think about the people who aren't going to be able to eat come November 1st. Like, my family is struggling very much. And I'm having one of those days where I feel zero hope. And then I think about all of the families who are about to lose their access to food. I know that I come on here and I tell stories and I do my energy work and I believe in miracles and manifestation and all of that. And I'm also a human. And I'm grieving for the state of our country. And this is what I believe that alchemy looks like. It's not always going to be sunshines and rainbows and toxic positivity. Sometimes we have to grieve and release. And right now I'm grieving and I'm so mad.
It's so fucking expensive to do it. I don't even want to get out and pump my gas. It feels like getting out and just knowing someone's gonna fucking stab you. Why would you get out? This is beginning. This is the beginning of life. What am I supposed to do forever? I have to get a fucking horse.
So I'm hearing people say that £12.71 minimum wage is too high. £10.85 for 18 to 20-year-olds is too high. What? Where are you living? I mean, instead of attacking people at the bottom of a ladder, maybe look up. Just look up for a second. Now, I am all for people working hard, being successful, building something great and earning lots of money. But hello, a bit of perspective. Now, back in the 70s, in a company, the highest earners in a company would earn around 30% more than the lowest earners of that company. Well, now in 2026, there are many large companies whose execs, people at the top, earn like over 100 times more than the lowest earners in that company. 100 times more. Now, I bought my first flat in the 90s, mid-90s. I paid £69,000 within the M25. I was a dancer in the West End. I was earning 22k a year. So that's just over what, like 3 times my yearly wage. Try and buy that flat now. It's not happening. It's not happening. Why? Because actually the wages have not increased that much. However, property prices, utilities, travel, food, it's all gone up by an incredible amount. So therefore, our youngsters, well, they still live at home. They're not out spending loads of money, partying, drink. It's not because they're boring or they don't drink anymore. No, it's because they don't have a disposable income. It's not that hard, folks.
microwave burrito that costs $5 and it's tiny too. Just a little cakey avocado, very, very tiny, $3 US. Simple loaf of bread costs $10. Bag of Tostitos for $7. $10 for a bag of grass. Paying $22 a pound for steak. It's more than $40 a kilo. Now the thing is, if you're local and you've got their rewards card, you can save some. Like, look, box of Cokes for $12 instead of $14. Still insane though. 12 cans of Coke, $14. Ooh, I'm so thirsty from exploring all these Hawaii grocery store prices, but the water is almost $5.
What I'm seeing can't be real. There is no way. There is no way.
I am so tired of living my life in survival mode because despite having 2 college degrees and making close to $80,000 a year, I still cannot keep up with the cost of living. I still cannot afford all of my bills every month and have to live paycheck to paycheck.
Bro, prices in the UK are getting terrible. Like, this is what £7 gets you in the UK. Bottle of water, pasty, and a sandwich. That's it. Dog shit. £7 for 3 things like that. Tiny things as well, bear in mind. Like, I eat a lot as a bloke, but £7 a pop for a drink and 2 things to eat. It's ridiculous. It's going up and up and up, and I don't see how people can cope with it.
Okay, real talk. How y'all affording life right now? I mean, Pringles are $2.62. My kid's getting the generic form of that, which is Pringles, because I'm not paying that much for Pringles. Like, I don't understand. Like, life is so expensive right now. Like, what am I doing wrong? That's the first thing. Another thing that I don't really even buy very often, I went to go get Pillsbury cinnamon buns, and they were $5.67. I remember when they were $1.99. What in the world? Just don't know if I need to start selling something. Body organs, limbs. I mean, what are you all doing? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm tired and I'm broke, and I'm tired of being broke. So
there's a lot of Americans out here that have been absolutely pushed past their breaking points. Nobody can afford to survive anymore. People are literally working multiple fucking jobs right now, and they still can't afford to live. It literally feels like every corner that we turn, we're being gaslit by somebody else, being treated like we're less than, we're being told that we're not working hard enough, we're not sacrificing enough of our time, we're being bad with money, this, that, and the other. And we're sick and tired of it. Like, we're literally out here working ourselves to death, and we're barely fucking surviving. The human mind can literally take so fucking much. It can only handle and process so much information before it finally snaps.
How do y'all enjoy your weekends when you're broke? Am I the only one saying this? But, like, you ever work all week, you realize you ain't got no money, then the weekend rolls around, and you think to yourself, I can't enjoy it because I got no money to do nothing. I remember in the summertime, one time I was like getting ready to go get gas to mow my lawn, and I realized I was broke and had to like take money off my overdraft, my checking account, just to buy fuel for my lawnmower. And I'm watching all my neighbors with like RVs and like, you know, they got trampolines in their back lawns, and they got four-wheelers and all these things that like luxuries that I can't buy, and it doesn't really bother me, but 'cause I don't really care about luxuries in life. But I'm like, I just want to be able to enjoy my weekend and feel like I got a few extra dollars, or like when I'm mowing my lawn, I want to take pride in that. But I can't explain the feeling that you get when you're broke on a weekend.
Serious question real quick. How are we supposed to afford life? I have 3 kids. And my husband and I both have full-time incomes, and I still am puzzled. Like, it's an enigma. Like, for real, why? I just left Walmart and got the bare minimum. Bare minimum for groceries. Like, bare minimum. And cheap stuff. Baby, we ain't eating salmon and steak, baby. We eating hamburger helper, some Doritos. Like, we getting like the Dino Nuggies, okay? Great value brand. Now, I did get 3 pairs of kids' shoes because my kids are starting back to school and they need some new sneakers. But tell me why I got the bare minimum in groceries and 3 pairs of sneakers, and I'm coming out just shy of $300. There's no way. This is crazy. Like, I had children on the understanding that if I worked hard and put my pennies away, that we would be okay. And now I'm feeling not okay. And then my intrusive thoughts just come in and they start thoughting, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I have 3 kids that are all very close together, which means they're all going to be in college at the same time. How in the world am I supposed to send them to college? Now, don't get me wrong. I know that like it's completely normal for people to just take out student loans and do all that. But I was lucky enough that my mother paid my way through college semester by semester, like the strong single mom she is, by making sacrifices because she didn't want me to have all that debt. And while I am not naive enough to know that I may not be able to do that for 3 children, I still hope to be able to help, you know, ease that burden. And I'm like, huh? How? Literally how? Mama, I don't know how much harder mama can hustle, okay? Mama is making the moolah, and the moolah is not spreading thinly, and I can't make it reach all corners.
I'm about to show you $10 worth of groceries in America. Bread and eggs, $4.79 and $4.70 something or another. $10 for bread and eggs. Good job.
Okay? In America, you make too much money for assistance, but still can't afford groceries. Medicaid and Medicare will pay for hospital stays, but not home health. Daycare is a requirement if you are not a stay-at-home parent or don't have access to it. But daycare prices are the same as a car payment or rent, depending on where you live. You are given opportunity, but only at the cost of, you know, your second born child and, you know, your left leg, your grandma's lung, and your auntie's titties.
That's not because people have forgotten how to budget. We could budget better. I'm sure there's tiny wins somewhere. But wages have stalled. Wages haven't increased. The minimum wage is going up. But so is everything else. Food prices have exploded. Water bills continue to rise. They're going up in April. Some people have got a 10% rise. I know that we have. Other people have got 2%, 5%. It's still any spare money that you had is going to be swallowed up. Council tax will be going up. Rents keep climbing. Mortgage interest rates keep going up. Any small rise people are getting is going to be swallowed up instantly. And with the tax brackets not moving.
So scared for us American people. Like, if the bills keep rising the way that they do, how are we gonna live? Like, you can't live off minimum wage. There's no damn way. My electric bill is $150. I'm never home. So what's it gonna be next year? 200, 300, 400? Rent, thankfully, I have cheap rent. But some people I know are paying like $1,200, $1,500, $2,000 a month. That's insane. Like, I'm scared for, like, my generation of people and my children. Like, my son, how much is rent gonna be when he's old enough? $4,000? Something's gotta give, because there's no way that we can continue to live this way. Like, us normal people. No way. Who are bringing home $600 a week. And your rent is 2 paychecks. You still have car, gas, groceries, electric, internet, blah, 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 blah. There's no way. Something's gonna happen. Like, we need to, like, protest bills. Stop fucking paying them. Evict us. Stop going to work. Now the government's not getting tax money. Like, the economy's gotta fall. Because otherwise, everyone's just gonna be homeless. I don't know.
I just spent $30 on 2 boxes of cereal and milk. Like, how do you expect me to move out of my house when that is 2 hours of work right there? That's equivalent to 2 hours of my life is 2 boxes of cereal and some milk. Absolutely ridiculous.
4 letters today, yeah. Council tax, up. Water, up. Electric, up. Phone bill, up. Everything in life is going up. But my pay, listen, I've gone from £12.32 to £12.80. And my visit pay up by 2 pence. That's 2 English sterling pennies, big man. Petrol's about to go through the roof, you know. But yeah, don't worry, babe. I've got an extra 2p per visit. I'm good, yeah. The math ain't mathing no more, because how are bills rising faster than the wages we're supposed to live on? People aren't struggling because they're bad with money, you know. We're struggling because everything costs more than the money we're supposed to be paid to survive it. At this point, it's not adding up anymore. So if you see me on loan with my bunions out, you mind your goddamn business. And from around the way, don't fuck with me today, you know. The working class are being extorted by the higher ups.
I know people have labor problems, but I'm so flippin' stressed out. And it's like every time I walk into a store, everything is like went up even before. Like I spent $43 in Walmart a few minutes ago, and I bought body wash, something that you have to have. I bought some face wash, again, something I have to have because I have cystic acne, and it's not like it was that expensive. And I bought I bought 2 things of stovetop popcorn, like the kind, I wanted to show my kids how you make the kind, and they were $2.18 a piece, but I did buy 2 of them. $43. Like, seriously, nothing. I went to the Dollar Tree after that and got a few things, but I mean, it's like, you just can't win, and I'm so frustrated.
Was $16. Oh, Brendan, that coffee's got to be crazy. I mean, large coffee, 4 shots of espresso, oat milk. That was it. This, regular plain croissant. At minimum wage, this is 2.5 hours of a worker's time. Even when you include salaries, the median American hourly rate that we earn is only $27 an hour, which means that this is about 45 minutes of somebody's time. Whether or not that's like a good deal depends on a lot of things, but let me break down some more math for you. The median American rent is $1,740 a month. That means half people both make less than $27 an hour and pay more than $1,740 a month. And that's just for rent. But using the averages, that's 64.5 hours of work every month just to pay for rent. That's a week and a half of work just to pay for rent. And when you add in car and gas at, let's say, $750 a month between the two of them, and that's even potentially low, it bumps up to more like, I don't know, $2,500 or more a month, and that equals about 93 hours of time. That is 2.25 weeks full-time work just to pay for that. That doesn't include groceries, that doesn't include college debt payments, that doesn't include anything else. That's just car rent. 2.25 weeks of your time. What am I driving at? The discretionary amount of spending that Americans have is diminishingly small. After all is said and done, even if you add in groceries and everything else, there's only a few $100s a month that any given American has to spend on anything other than absolute essentials to just keep the wheel turning. Keep in mind, half of people make less or have to spend more. Like, the geometry of this equation changes quite a bit on any of these gears or variables. And no wonder there's not a lot of money to go around. I've been writing every morning in front of this cafe for like days, and I have yet to see a single person probably under the age of 30 come in here. Not a single one. All these articles about like Gen Z is killing marriage, Gen Z is killing the alcohol industry. Gen Z doesn't have any money, baby.
I just pulled up at the petrol station to fill up at our local petrol station. Old fella pulled up next to me. I said, are we getting bent over together today, are we? And he had a big laugh. It just cost me, and for context, everyone knows we just bought this car. When I filled it up, it cost me $80 to fill it full to the brim. I've just filled my tank full to the brim for the first time since this whole hoo-ha's happened. It cost me $188 to fill up my tank. What the fuck, Australia? What the fuck?
Like you're trying to breathe while someone's hand is over your mouth, and they're charging you rent for it. As soon as you get paid, it's gone. You buy groceries and the bags are lighter. You fill your tank and the needle mocks you. Food's up, rent's up, insurance, utilities, coffee. I mean, even your damn toothpaste is up. Everything's up. Except the paycheck. Oh, and everything's also smaller. Shrinkflation? Yeah, that's the way they rob you while smiling in your face. You're not imagining it. The box is smaller. The portions are skimpier. The price is higher, and you're supposed to eat it with a smile. This isn't bad budgeting. This isn't laziness. This is a rigged game where everyone at the top profits and everyone at the bottom is a slave.
£12.50 for a steak that isn't even 300 grams. Almost £10 for steak. £5.50 for some cheese. Almost a £5 for this bottle of juice that's not even a litre. Almost a £5 for this tiny ready meal. What is going on?
Let's talk numbers, because convenience is silently bleeding people dry. Let me show you how convenience is out here literally snatching $500+ from average people every single month. And we barely even notice. Food delivery, 3 times a week. $25 per order. That's $300 a month on meals you could have cooked for $40. Laundry service. Just 2 loads is about $2.50 per pound, or around $50. You spent $50 not to touch a washing machine. Ride shares. Let's say 2 round trips per weekend at about $18 a pop. That's another $144 a month. Grocery delivery. $9 delivery plus the $5 tip. That equals about $14 a week. That's $56 a month to have someone hand you your own groceries. I didn't even include the bill for the groceries. That by itself is about $670 a month to skip just the basics. Almost $8,000 a year for convenience. And you're still tired, still overworked, and still checking your account like it got hacked. Now the gag is, the more burnt out we get, the more money we throw at these solutions.
I realised something about myself the other day. I'm from that generation that just can't spend serious money shopping on my phone. So I tried to book a holiday, found a great deal, and I'm staring at my phone thinking, there's no way I'm spending that on a small device. It just doesn't feel right. So I close it, open the laptop, because somehow this feels more legitimate, more rational, and more expensive decisions happen on a laptop. And then I noticed something strange. That exact same holiday, same hotel, same dates is more expensive on the laptop. So I check again on a different device, my wife's old iPhone, and I get a different price. And that's when it clicks. This isn't random. This is predictive analytics in action. So researchers found Mac users spent more, so businesses started showing them more expensive options. Not because the product changed, but because the buyer did. And that's the shift. We've gone from pricing the product to pricing the person. In economics, it's called a price discrimination, charging each person the maximum they're willing to pay. And now, with data, businesses can actually do it with ease. Your device, your browsing history, your location, all feeds into one question. What's the most a business can get away with charging a person?
Lockdown hit, the panic grew. Corporations knew just what to do. They didn't innovate, they secured the flow. Predictable cash was the way to go. Free trials trap you, renewals hide. Cancel buttons buried deep inside. They studied your fear, your pain, your pride, and built a prison from the things you buy. We rent the dream, they sell illusion. Digital chains in a cash infusion. From code to car, it's all confusion. Welcome to the fourth revolution.